He just bought the biggest real estate investor group in the state, built a multi-million-dollar real estate business, and he's calling out lazy agents, fake gurus, and broken strategies all on camera. No scripts, no theory, just real closers talking real deals in real time. If you're tired of recycled advice and sales fluff, this conversation might actually wake you up. Listen all the way through. I'll see you in the pod. Appreciate you guys being here with us today.
Cool.
This is Real Estate Real Talk.
This is officially recording number 29. Can you break down your shirt? Can you break down what that means?
It's a simple aspect of how the economy works, right? There's people's price will be different based upon if there's demand on it or not. So just because there's limited supply doesn't mean there's demand, right? So supply and demand works with anything out there in particular. That's how capitalism works.
Why is our housing market?
Right?
We don't build.
Yeah. If you don't have a lot of houses and you have a lot of supply, price goes up.
A lot of demand, yeah.
So what are some ways to fix that in today's economy? For all the people complaining about like we can't find houses, we need to regulate landlords. How do you fix the housing issue?
Oh, I mean,
to build more.
Yeah, it's a state by state thing, right? Because like Texas, for example, you buy land, you stick a shovel in the ground tomorrow.
I think you were telling me that Austin was like the median house price was like 600 plus in like 22, and now it's like under 5. And just because they built so much.
Oh yeah, like Florida's a bloodbath right now. Like Punta Gorda's got more freaking list. I think they got like 10x the listings in one city than the entire state of Connecticut.
Yeah.
Damn.
Same with like St. Pete's because of what happened with their with the hurricane and shit.
Yeah.
So like they have like all these like shitty like distressed houses just sitting on the market and no one's touching them.
They will never be touched.
They're not being touched.
Yeah, like that's I know they're talking politics, but that's just how it is. Like the more red states you're able to just do whatever you want with land, and the more liberal states, like you go buy land in California, you're not sticking a shovel in the ground for 12 months. And that just gets passed along to the consumer. And it's like, oh, prices are too high. It's like, well, it's because you got so much red tape around the government around trying to build, right? You're sold this dream that the land's yours and it's not yours. You pay property taxes. Did you see Florida's trying to get rid of property taxes?
Did see that.
That would be nuts.
Ronnie's no joke, man. Ronnie's no joke.
That
you know
would
what I
be
mean?
nuts.
I know. So that's it. And it works two ways for us because it's like, my shit, like most of my novations, they fucking fly.
Yeah.
They like get sold good over list. Most of them. But like a lot of these red states, Texas, Florida, the market's going down.
Yeah, we did
it's
some
cheaper, but
we tried to do some innovations in Florida until I realized that like I was like looking at it because we use RPR for comps and stuff like that. It's a platform. If you're an agent, you could use it. Yep. But I looked at like comps and then I was looking at like the deal, all this stuff, and I looked at like on RPR, if like there's like a spear, like a circle, and that means it's active. If it's a box, that means it's closed or under contract. And I was looking at these deals, and all you saw was like circles around them, and I was like, oh, nothing's selling. Fuck. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna exit that market and not gonna worry about it, and we're just gonna focus on CT.
Yeah,
I know.
You gotta steal stuff. Like I said, you got a falling knife there.
Yeah.
Right? And again, around here, I would bet Connecticut's the hottest state in the country.
It is for sure, especially Hartford County.
Hartford
right
County
now.
is so good.
It's disgusting.
It's got like the perfect storm. I said I'm from Springfield, and I was like, I want to go to Connecticut, and the reason that just like kind of caught my eye was from 2008 to 2020, it was flatlined.
Yeah.
Right. So if you bought a house for $200,000 in 2008, before COVID, your house is still worth $200,000.
Yeah.
Right. They were only ahead of West Virginia.
Yeah.
And West Virginia exports what? Fucking coal.
Yeah.
Right. That's their only product they got.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, okay, like at some point when inflation plays out, because we've been drunk off cheap interest rates for a minute, this is going to run. Right, because Hartford's actually affordable, even though it's been booming. But again, like you have like these, you have like your Austins, your Bostons, your Seattles.
Yeah.
From 2008, like they're going up 8-10% every freaking year.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, at some point when things start to level out, right, they go up fast and they also go down fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where here, it's like it never went up fast. It's just still kind of.
It's still going up. Yeah.
It's never gonna have that, 20% like Vegas type, Scottsdale, same thing. Miami, right? When they think those things rip when they go up,
and then they go down.
They fall
and then
off
nothing
a cliff.
Sells. Yeah, it's tough. Those markets are tough right now. A lot of wholesalers can't make money, and they're coming. Like we're in the 7-figure cartel group, whatever it's called. Yeah. If you buy the little community, and a lot of their guys, even remote wholesalers, are focusing on Connecticut, our areas, because like we're hot.
Yeah.
We're hot. You know what I
How's
mean?
Massachusetts market, Nick? Because you guys don't do Mass, right?
No.
Have you ever done a deal in Mass?
Done.
We've ran small campaigns.
I have like a
just to
couple
test.
mass leads, but they're like novations. And
Rhode
one's like this
Island?
house next to Harvard. The guy wants like
included
$3
Rhode
million. I'm like, all right,
Average? Yeah.
How was Mass's market, Nick?
Mass is hot still. I mean, it says Mass is pretty much the kissing cousin of Connecticut. They're very similar.
Yeah.
Even like northern Mass, like the weird rural
Boston.
parts.
Boston's actually one of the bigger cities that's still hot.
Really?
Yeah, Springfield. It's like Springfield and Hartford, I believe, are like top 10 cities.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're very similar in the sense of like price point too, but I would say the Mass side, their taxes are less.
Really?
But I've heard but the eviction side, like that's longer. It's definitely a longer side of Mass, which sucks. Yeah. And also too, the foreclosure side, I believe, is longer in Mass than it is Connecticut.
Really?
Connecticut's 2 fucking years. That's talk about supply and demand part. That's the big part, right? These cities, like they need to find like middle ground on how like just sticking foreclosures, how they work, right? Like Texas, like you get a notice in your door,
months.
you're out in 3 months.
Yeah.
Like
Done.
Connecticut, you get 2 years. Like New York, you get
Yeah.
like freaking 5.
Whoa.
California, you can get freaking
Why?
a decade because it's all red tape. It's how the government just has so much red tape around it where it's like, again, like we're gonna overregulate this,
Yeah.
right? Versus Texas is
Yeah.
like, oh, you moved in, like here's a bottle of whiskey, here's your gun, here's your land, do whatever you want. That's
Yeah.
what they do. That's
Yeah.
how it works. Like they all like, I
And
know,
then you miss one payment, and then like 2 months later, you're out.
yeah, like,
Not bad.
Hey, no, it's cool because the foreclosures, which is what I do, and that's what Nick basically taught me on when I've got good on. I know how it works up in Connecticut, and I know how you give these people an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah. Oh,
and
for
you
sure.
get people that at the start or the end, you do the middle, you get nothing.
Yeah.
Like you do most of your deals at the start or the end because then they have that, oh shit, I have this deadline, I have this
Yeah.
auction coming up. In Texas, there's usually always like they're close to the auction
Mhm.
because they have one set. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, I have a date. It takes like 6 months for a date to even be set in Connecticut.
Yeah, and then you could
So-
extend the date if you want.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a million things you could do. You could have Joe Mass call their attorney a week before and delay the foreclosure. It's like an
Yeah.
entire
In Texas,
thing.
you need
yeah.
to do. I mean, you can do bankruptcy anywhere.
Yeah.
You also can. They usually do is they do a temporary restraining order, a TRO. They
Mm.
file a restraining order against the court,
Huh.
and that's how they extend it.
Interesting.
I don't know a state by state breakdown, but my guess is like your attorney states are going to be again like more of the liberal states, which
Yeah.
probably have longer
Florida's
foreclosures,
attorney state,
longer evictions, right? Just
Yeah.
harder to transact type of thing. There's good and bad with it,
Yeah.
right? Again, like you go to Arizona, Texas, like they quit claim deeds like all the time. Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Like boom. Around here, they're like, no. You
Yeah.
can't do that. Like
Yeah.
got to do it through an attorney or all that nonsense. That's one of the first deals I did was, and I remember like looking back and I was like, I can't even believe this was a deal. We closed the deal like literally on the park bench of like Norwich.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mohegan
is this
Sun.
real life?
So people over there are animals. Norwich. Norwich is like its own like.
In the casino.
Yeah.
In the casino. I remember taking a picture. I was like, this is real life. That's how a house works. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
Like no attorney, no nothing. I was like, that's normal in Texas.
Yeah.
Like around here, you don't really see that.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah. Norwich is like they're like one of the highest dense. I was gonna test. This has been the biggest. So Sullyton, don't flip in Sullyton. If you have to pull permits, don't do it. Sullyton is in shambles. Fun fact. They have like 2 inspectors that just got hired.
Yeah.
They did a complete like redevelopment of their building department. So you can't pull permits and schedule an inspection unless you have to wait like 1 to 2 months. So like whatever you do, don't pull permits in Sullyton.
It took
Yeah.
it took
Just let
them
it rip.
a month and a half to clear a tax issue, so we couldn't pull anything.
Yeah.
And we'd call every single day.
Yeah.
There was nothing we could do. There was nothing we could do. They said until they clear the fucking tax issue. And so obviously we fucking we're starting. We started like the day after.
Yeah.
But
You
again,
gotta tell me about this.
we had to wait a month and a half before we could submit any permits, and then it took them like another month and a half to approve everything.
Yeah.
And-
Rough.
And then once everything was approved, the day after we scheduled inspections, and they're like, no way, what's going on here? We're like, we fucking doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Schedule inspections, and then they're like, we had we had 3 different inspectors walk through because the first one after another, they were like, "Oh, I have to check with the office. Oh, I have to check with the office. Oh, I have to check with."
They can't even do their jobs.
And we're like,
why are you inspecting if you have to go check with the office? Just send the office. You know what I mean?
like,
Send
this
the
is
lady from
crazy.
the office.
If you need something done slow and inefficient, contact your local government.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Unless you're Luke, this dude's tearing apart buildings in Sullyton, and they're like, he's cammering through. I'm like,
He's the
damn.
mayor there. That's why.
Yeah, they love him. So it's like if he says something in there, it's like it's fast.
It goes, yeah.
Yeah.
I've told pretty much everybody about it, but a buddy of mine who's a PM for a construction company out of New Haven.
Yeah.
He says that for every single project they do, they walk downtown and they hand the fucking desk lady their packet with all their information and an envelope, and they just wave it, put it on top of each other, slide it in and out, 15 minutes, done.
You gotta pull some strings. You gotta know.
You gotta pull some strings. No joke.
Luke's probably going in there with the McDonald's bag full of cash. Like,
For sure. With the other shit he's at this point, he definitely pays him off. I would too. I mean, listen, the office right across from the Y, do good business. They're redeveloping a lot of Southington. Like, money talks, man.
So I want to bring something up that we just talked about like Norwich area.
Yeah.
They can just join Rhode Island, dude. They're small enough.
They're small enough.
Like Hartford County over, like Middlesex. We'll take Middlesex County too with Middletown, fucking Wyndham County, Talon County, New London. They're part of Rhode Island, dude.
Yeah.
It's so weird over there. I was door knocking over there.
And
it's different houses, a different they're more open to conversations, which is cool. I had a lot of conversations, but it was just weird people.
If you guys ever need dispo in Wyndham County, for some reason we did like 6 deals in Wyndham County last year. So if you ever need dispo in Wyndham County, let me know.
I'm terrible. Like
Wyndham's top right.
Like geographic.
Yeah, top right. The
Sterling, like fucking Putnam.
That's it.
Putnam
Killingly.
right now.
You need a buyer.
What?
You need a buyer.
I haven't even been to it yet. It's a short sale. So
okay, fair, yeah. So actually, piggyback on that. So we have topics here.
Sure.
So you just said one of the things I want to talk about. I have short sales a niche. A lot of people can't do it. It's a lot of gray areas. Have you ever read the book Blue Ocean?
No, but I heard of it.
Yeah. So basically, you created a blue ocean inside of a saturated industry of like this real estate. Because a lot of people are afraid to touch short sales. So tell us more about why short sales and how you make money doing them.
So I started, reverse back. I started mostly with like sub 2.
Yeah.
And the thing I noticed was, again, going back to the liberal states and everything. Well, the problem I kept coming across was, like I said, I've mostly just done pre-foreclosures.
Yeah.
You got a house that's got $250,000 on the principal and it's $40K in arrears.
Yep.
That's great. It's got a 3% rate, but it kills your deal. So I was like, okay, a lot of these deals make more sense on the short sale side. Might as well learn how to pivot towards it, right? Because I said like the sub 2 side is like, it makes more sense in, Arizona, Texas, places that, again, like where you're getting kicked out in 6 months.
Yeah.
So you're not having to deal with that nonsense. Like
you bring her in 10 grand instead of fucking 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
it's true.
Yeah, I mean, these were all like, these are dead leads. And it's just like, you just look at it in a different angle. It's like, okay, there's a play here. And yeah, I just started really going towards those. And I want to go toward those in particular, especially because I think like the market's going to shift. And I want to be like very well versed in this when it does.
Yeah.
I think Connecticut will hold strong, but I mean, short sales you can do anywhere.
Yeah.
And like, you're negotiating against the bank, not negotiating against the seller.
Yeah.
Which is a lot, there's less emotion.
Yeah. It's all numbers. Yeah.
It's just like, hey, here's what it is. Right. Yeah. They're complicated. They're freaking, there's nothing short about them. They're so complicated on like, who's the lender? Who's the servicer?
Yeah.
You can even I didn't know this too, but you can short sale something that's not even behind on payments.
Really?
Everything's negotiable.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
No shit.
Yep. You can even short the arrears.
Really?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To dive in more, so how would that work? Would you just like negotiate how much they're behind? How would that work?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So like you can cut a deal. Now again, it's servicer by servicer, it's lender by lender.
Yeah.
Who's it insured by? Is it Fannie Freddie? Like I said, there's bazillion things when it comes to it. But yeah, like the hairier the deal, the better. Cause like a lot of those deals too, like you have those conversations with sellers, like, I don't think you can even buy this. I'm like, I bet I can.
Yeah. Yeah. You just change your life.
I was like, well, give me a rip at it. What's the worst that happens? You're in the same spot.
Yeah.
You've been in for 6 years.
Yeah.
Right. So
give some insight, because I know we talk about these a lot. If you could paint a picture of what an ideal short sale would look like, what does that look like? Just paint a picture.
Good question.
Yeah. So like a condemnable house, preferably with anything besides FHA financing. That would be like bread and butter.
I know you always talk about reverse mortgages. Why are those? Because we're doing one in Torrington right now. Why are reverse mortgages so good?
Yep. So they have different guidelines than like VA, FHA have to offer. Now they only take a discount at 95%, but again, like on the short sale side, it just matters like what's as is, right? And then you get to work on negotiating the debts and negotiating the liens and figuring out, clearing title.
It sounds like you want to paint a picture of as is being the lowest value you can, because while they take a 95% discount, those condemnable houses, they're more like there's more room for margin to say that there's a lower as is than it might actually be. Might kind of understand that.
Well,
right?
If you have a 2022 built house, let's just say you have a 2022 built house, like it's pretty easy to figure out what the value is of the house. But if you walk into a house and there's legit a pond in the basement and, I've been in there before, like this, like there's ducks down here pretty much. There's mold everywhere. There's open permits. There's fire damage. There's like obviously all these factors, right? Yeah. What's the as-is value? Sure. Good luck. Right? You get 10 appraisers, you're going to have numbers all over the place, right? So, and that's where I said, like, you can get an appraisal, you can contest it. Depends on, obviously, who the appraiser is, what kind of logic they got, right? So the more fucked up the house is, the better the argument you can kind of have. That's like, showing your proof as to what as is. Again, if you have a brand new built house, it's pretty easy to tell. Like, there's no ARV. ARV is as is.
Yeah.
And so, those ones, like, you don't really want to go after. So on short sales, there's conditions, right? It's C1 through C6. C1 is like something that's never moved into, and C6 is like a tear down. Okay. Yeah. So FHA, if you have a tear down, they're going to take it back. That'll be an REO. Okay. Because of insurance, it's a liability. Okay. Okay. Now you can have a deal where I've had one too, like where it was FHA, and I was like, I thought this was like basically a condemnable house. Yeah. But it probably helped because he was living in it. Yeah. The only thing that was pretty much working was electricity and the water. Fair. Okay. And the water was barely coming out. Yeah. I was like, that's all you need, bro. Yeah.
Well, what's been your favorite? Because I know we're starting to, and I'm bringing you some short sales. What's before? Because I know we've done two in the past, or tried to in the past, and both didn't work out. That one in New Fairfield and the one in Danbury. What's been your best short sale you've done? Tell us about the deal. Because I know you got one you're saying in Willimantic.
Yeah, that made like 85 grand. We flipped. It was a flip because the short sale side, sometimes they have like deed restrictions. So one thing cool with going back to the reverse mortgages, a lot of times they don't have a deed restriction. So it's like you can close on it and sell it for whatever you want. Versus like the deed restriction, like the Willimantic one, that was like 85 grand. But I bought it for 67. But they give you a deed restriction for 90 days, so you can't sell it for more than 90 grand. And this is a fun fact because relates to Attorney Joe. I'm trying to, I put it under contract in a trust. I'm like, I'm gonna wholesale this. Like, there's workarounds, and I would suggest don't do that. But I was definitely trying to like finagle the system. And sure enough, like I get a buyer and represented by attorney just before I work for Attorney Joe. Yeah. Right. We go through this. They're like, no, you can't do that. I was like, okay, fine. Let's try it to somebody else. Sure enough, the next buyer was represented by Attorney Joe. I was like, and he's calling me. He's like, and I think he got me confused with the attorney. And that's why I said we ended up closing on it. But I was like, some people they'll put it under contract and sell an LLC. Yeah. Again, I'm trying to avoid
bank fraud.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's a gray area. Like, are you selling the property? Are you selling the LLC? Right. You're
that's
tomato type of argument.
It's interesting. So why? Yeah. So there was a lady. I forget her name. She got like
Nicole like Espinoza.
Yeah. She got like outed because she was wholesaling short sales, but like she was doing something funky. What is like? Why is it illegal? And like, what is the gray area?
She was forging docs. Oh, to my understanding, allegedly. Again, innocent until proven guilty, but she was forging docs, and she was doing it with like RJ Bates.
Jeez.
And I guess they were like Yeah. So like,
interesting.
and it's, a lot of those states, my guess is she's doing it in is in like non-attorney states. So again, like when they do foreclosures and you want to postpone it, a lot of times you're calling the bank.
Yeah.
You can do that here, but you're better off just like getting it in front of the judge.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a different foreclosure process. But yeah, she would like pretty much forge a purchase and sale and say, hey, Mr. Bank, we have a buyer at $100,000. Can you postpone it? It would postpone it. And then, yeah, again, to my understanding, when I read that case, it was forging signatures and docs.
Huh.
But there was just somebody like the Agnelli group just got caught with like straw buyers and shit for around here.
What's a straw buyer?
Straw buyer is like pretty much saying that like a fake purchase and sale when they're really just trying to draw it to, you know, draw them to get the deal. Right? They would have this Fugazi LLC make the offer. They would show the bank. They would get, again, it was just not a real offer type of thing. They would make the money, because I said on short sales too, the agents are going to get paid. So they would get paid on the agent side on it. They would make sure that, you know, whatever, they have a bunch of these fake offers that come in. You're manipulating the bank.
No shit.
Yeah. And they frown upon that.
Yeah, I can imagine why.
You come across some, I think this shows something. You guys come across something, no equity, that's your guy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. 100%. Yeah, there was a deal that I was gonna reach out to you for. It was actually the Norwich one before me and Harrison started working on it together.
Yep.
And it was a sticky because she had liens. She had she's being sued by another investor.
Perfect.
She had everything you want. She could barely walk because she had knee surgery.
Yeah.
The house wasn't a bad house. Just put it for a good amount of money. But is everything that could be going against this lady was like going against her. Like credit card debt. She was undertaking. She's like,
Sure.
I got beat. And I was like, who do I know who can do this? So I was like, you know what? So I contracted a good enough price that made sense. I was like, let me just try and wholesale it first. We started working together. He found a different buyer. We split the profits. But if I didn't have like someone to buy that, I was gonna reach out to you because I was like, this lady's like, she's fucked type of thing. You know what I mean? And we had to negotiate with the guy and then cut him a check. It was a pain in the ass.
It wasn't a short sale, but there was a deal in Lynn, Mass.
Yeah.
And it was the most disgusting house I've ever seen.
Really?
It was like, I think it was like an 800 square foot house and it was a $10,000 clean out.
God,
it was
damn.
just disgusting.
You were telling me that, and I want to add on to it. It's not my deal, but you were telling me that, just to paint in perspective, disgusting toilet, shit on the ground.
I'll show you the picture. It was disgusting.
Can you please? Yeah.
We had to pay the husband in a brown paper bag because he said, I'm not signing off on this deed. So she told us she was divorced. Well, when she said she was divorced, she was never even started the process.
Yeah.
So in Mass, there's homestead rights. So you can't, like, even if you quit claim the house to her, which they did, the husband still gets paid.
Yeah.
So we were literally at the closing table, like, we're ready to rock and roll. And he's like, oh, we find out, like, oh shit, like, she's not divorced. We have to now hunt this guy down. The lawyer said he was the smelliest human being that when he came in to sign, I said, like, he looks like trailer trash.
Yeah. Some animals out there.
Oh yeah.
We just lost it on a deal in Manchester. Small deal, but this lady would let her dogs shit on the floor, and there was dog shit everywhere.
Wait, which deal in Manchester?
What do you mean?
On
Main Street.
Oh, okay. That was Alice.
Sarah.
I thought it was Alice Drive.
Look at this.
39?
39 Alice? Yeah.
The pre-foreclosure.
Yeah. Did you knock her?
Yeah.
I know she complained about you. God damn.
That was for working toilet.
Yeah. For her.
30.
What a woman.
I know that house.
39 Alice Francis.
Did you contract it?
No, she wants too much money. Way too much money.
Yeah.
To pre-foreclosure.
We're not showing the camera.
So what's up with it? She complained about me?
Yeah. You door knocked her, right?
Probably.
Yeah, or someone door knocked her. She's like, they keep knocking me and I keep telling them to go away. I don't like that.
It's definitely me.
It's definitely you. But she
100%.
wants so much money. It's
What's your plan, dude? She's in pre-foreclosure, dude.
So she's working with the bank. She's getting forbearance. I won't get too off topic, but it's a whole situation. She's not like dire needs because she, like worst case she has exits that she can borrow money from. She has people around her.
Well, she said she does.
She said she does, but like she's not that far behind, and she's also like negotiating with the bank to get it. But she wants a lot. I made her 2 offers, so eventually I think she's gonna come back around and take Nick's offers. We're gonna see. Anyways, so
how would she come across your desk?
Huh?
How would she come across your desk?
Texting, best friend. So not bad. Texting leads into a joke. So anyway, so I want to pivot away from this because I want to crank through this. So you recently acquired CT RIA.
Yeah.
Tell us more. We can say that you posted. We can say that, right? Like,
yeah,
so okay,
that's
cool.
good. Yeah, that's where I started, and that's actually the connection with Luke Florian.
Yeah.
Because I was at a job that I hated. We were staffing doctors. We were human trafficking doctors, which is fun.
Fair. Okay.
Call up hospitals, put doctors to work.
Yeah.
They're horrible. They give like these guys, like you would think like these guys are the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Because they're doctors.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys get fired. 50% of your assignments that you put on to work, they get fired.
Really?
For something.
Huh.
Not doing paperwork, showing up late, smoking in the hospital. I mean,
everyone's got their thing.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So I talked to my guy, Jeff Rustico, good friend who knows Luke, and we sat down at J. Timothy's.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay.
With Luke?
With Luke.
Oh.
Me, Jeff Rustico, and Luke Florian. And he was just pretty much giving me like next steps. Like, hey, if I were you, go join your local RIA. Local RIA is CT RIA.
Yeah. Right?
You can go there and, network with people, figure things out. You can do the coaching program if you want, which I did. And I was like, wow, it works.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. So I went there. I literally said, I remember I sat in the back right. I'm telling you, I talked to nobody.
Yeah.
I'm an introvert at the core.
Yeah.
And I think my first meeting, I want to say I went in probably like January. And I went too because we had the lovely pleasure in December to find out like everybody's pay is getting cut.
Yeah.
Everybody.
At your job.
At my job.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, oh yeah, we're just going to restructure the commission. Like, and this happens a lot, especially like insurance. Like, hey, we're going to, because it's a reoccurring, business. Like we have reoccurring clients. And it's normal. Like sometimes they'll cut back on that, but they'll say, hey, we're going to boost up new business by 5, 7, whatever. Right? No, it was just like, everybody just gets wiped. Yeah. I'm like, why don't you just cut the bottom feeders of this company?
Yeah.
Right. So we had like 500 salespeople. I was around like the 20th on the list. And I was younger than probably the guys that were above me. And that's where I was kind of like, dude, I got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I went to CT RIA, went through the coaching program, and like you graduated like in May.
Yeah.
And then we bought a 6-family in New Britain by August.
Okay.
And it was a shit show.
Yeah.
It was
a shit show.
Yeah.
Why a shit show?
Yeah. So they definitely teach you not to take a check from your tenants, and we did. Oops. Yeah, that one did not cash. And luckily we got that lady, and this lady too had multiple evictions on it, which I did not learn how to properly screen till you
they didn't
touch
teach
the stove.
us this in the course.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. And we got her out in February, and again me and Carm had full-time jobs that bought the building. My best friend, we bought that building.
Just you two?
Yep. So it was tough to like try to make an excuse to leave my work to then do like a showing, and then I got how many doctor's appointments do you got? Like, so I hired an agent from Ignali Group, and the first tenant was like okay, and then the second tenant that they brought in, I had a DEA raid in April 2020.
Jeez,
that's a story.
Kicked in the doors.
Wow.
Legit.
Good people.
Hey, do they?
Yeah, they frown upon selling fentanyl in New Britain.
I could imagine. Aaron's trying to clean it up. Like,
I just remember calling Ron, like, you didn't teach me this in class.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell do I do? Like,
That's interesting. Hold on, quick. So, at any point before the raid, is there any contact to you as the landlord, as the owner? Nothing.
No.
It's just, hey, we bust down your doors and or what is that? What's that like?
So this even gets weirder. one of the tenants we had probably had some inappropriate charges against a minor child.
Oh my!
Oof,
yeah,
fantastic.
And he had like cameras around the building. He's like, "Do you care if I have those?" I don't care. Like, great, go ahead. And he was the one that messaged me and showed me the video. I have it on my phone. Like, it's not your local police. It's the DEA. So like it's 6:30 in the morning and there's got to be 10, 12, like 6 to the front door, 6 to the back, doors kicked in, at the main entrance, doors kicked in at that guy's thing. And then they leave like a list of like the warrant and everything. It's like the best part is I saw it's like unknown amount of cash. I was like, oh, okay. Bet.
That's awesome. What a story.
Yeah.
Do they like pay for the damages or you're just fucked?
Yeah, what you're gonna call the White House? Say, hey, by the way, you guys kicked my door. No, you got to pay for it.
That's really
that would be fun. Yeah, trying to put a claim in that would take 700 years probably.
Yeah, right.
You know,
sure.
Or a $500 check. Like
I knew right away though. I remember I came home, so the guy pulls up and
this was middle of COVID too.
Yeah, he's a rapper. He's on it's if you look up City Yams, that's his thing. Swear to God. And he like one of the songs literally on it. And that's why I was yelling at the agent. I was like, how did you not Google this guy? Because he just got arrested in December for the same thing. And he was out. The song, I forget what it's called, but he's like, I fell in love with the dope game. I was like, oh, great.
He clearly still loves it.
Yeah. So literally, he came in, he has a white 4-door BMW. I'm like, at the time, we're charging like $800. I'm like, this guy's got a freaking $50,000 SUV over here. Like, something's up.
He's doing something. Yeah.
Yeah. We do like, we do the paperwork for the rental agreement. I was like, hey, like first month's can be whatever, $800 and security deposit. And he pulls out a Tootsie Roll, and I was like, okay, I got a drug dealer. I went home, told my dad that. He's like, well, like you'll have payments on time. I'm like, yeah, that's a good thing. And then literally next month, bam.
Yeah, they got him. Poor guy.
And I was like, how am I got to evict this guy from jail?
Yeah.
So Ron's like, dude, go in there, take a video, like, hello, right, type of thing, and get that thing changed.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, dude, what happens if they sue me? He goes, well, the courts are down for them too. So, you got to play that, Russian roulette right now.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, fair enough. If they want to sue me, go ahead, so, because otherwise you're trying to evict somebody in court during COVID, like that's going to take you 2 years.
Yeah. Tough.
Legit.
Like you're not, yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that was your first ever buy. You saw that building?
No, we sold it. So I sold it. We sold it subject to, just so I can kind of, realistically, I did it just so I can have that explanation to like show sellers like, hey, we buy properties and sell it in that same manner. So, no, that property was good. We bought it for $300. I don't know how much we put into it, but we put maybe, I don't know, 50.
Yeah.
And then we sold it for $480.
Okay.
A couple years ago.
Okay, not bad.
We got $100,000 down and then like $30,000 as a seller finance balloon on the back end. Whatever it said, they needed a roof. And I looked at it, I was like, dude, I'd rather take this. And the way I looked at it was like, that was the first time we didn't go to like a normal bank. We went to like a DSCR lender type thing. And I looked at it and I go, okay, here's a house I bought for $300,000 that, you put your 20% down with, brought it on the market. Cause that's what they teach you on C3. I was like, make it simple. Find a house on the market.
Thing probably worth now?
Well, fixed up. I mean, 6-family New Britain's probably gonna get 100. I would hope.
Yeah. Oh, more than that nowadays, man. They're killing it over there.
Right.
Doing dumb reels. There was a 3-family on Corbin that listed for like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're animals.
So but like
4 years ago.
I guess like a light bulb moment happened. So I did a subject to deal on this house in Thomaston, and it was a cat piss orgy.
Yeah.
Thomaston's up in the top right.
Yeah.
Like that's that.
It was disgusting. It was so bad that the notary almost threw up when we were going in the house. He's like, yeah, we're not going in the house.
Yeah.
So we signed on like the deck type of thing, same thing. No attorneys, no nothing. You're still kind of like processing, like, how the hell is that a closing?
Yeah.
Right. But I looked at that and I go, okay, I bought that for $340 and I came out of pocket like $17,000.
Yeah.
Versus like this $300,000 house that I came out of pocket just to close on it, $75,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well that's more scalable.
Yeah.
Right. To be able to buy a house pretty much actually above the purchase price, but come out with less money.
Not bad.
And that's where it's like, okay, go after the terms, right? And that's what Ron preaches, like, go after the terms. Like, you can definitely buy houses on the cash side. You need a discount, or go after the terms and
pay above.
Yeah, pay above and get something that, again, like you can spread out your money beyond more than one deal. Yeah. Right.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. That's what's up. So you learned everything at CTRIA and then you bought it.
Yeah.
It comes from, so how long, what was like the time frame of that? Was it 5 years ago, 10 years ago?
Yeah. So it was, I started there in probably 2019.
Yeah.
Because we bought it. Yeah, August 2019 was when we bought the first building, and then we went through all the COVID funness. That was interesting.
It was a blast.
But yeah, then I
was 14 then, so I didn't even fucking experience it. I was 13 actually.
Crazy.
Yeah, Ron called me in December. It was like right when I moved too. I was like, oh God, like it's like, oh, you got any interest? I was like, yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Let me rock and roll with this thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of things I want to be able to bring to that community. Because I said I owe them everything. I look at that and it's like I would not be even started in the real estate side because it's the good thing with real estate is there's a ton of avenues, and the bad thing is there's a ton of avenues.
You don't know where to start. You can wholesale, you can flip, you can buy and hold, you can lend. Million things to do. Okay, so what are some of the things you want to like? Are you going to change the brand at all? Or are you keep it the same? I know they they have speakers. It's going to be more geared towards like sub 2 stuff. What is it going to look like in the next like quarter after you like take ownership? You take ownership, but then what's it going to look like after you like kind of start to put your seeds in it? What's it gonna?
Yeah. So I mean, we're definitely going to have our own picks of the speaker side and kind of just more events. I want to be able to break up coaching and events more segmented, so like their clientele, their bread and butter person is Joe the plumber that wants to buy a duplex every year to get the hell out of his job, which is fine, which is great. So like, how do I help them with like making it simpler, right? Can I handle the marketing for you? Can I help with like, again, just really structuring like to keep this simple, like get in front of a problem. Do they have a problem? Do they want to sell? Right. And they have both. You have a hot lead. Right. So gearing some things towards newer investors and also gearing things more towards like seasoned people too as well, right? How do I make that to bring value to them too? Like how do I bring value to Luke Flory? Like this guy owns, literally half of Sulington. So, so how do I get him in a room with, I don't know, like national builders or, just, heavy hitters in the industry, right? So, more events, again, just, and then more, I guess, like more deep dives on different segments, again, like wholesaling, flipping, landlording, like breaking that up. So like right now, like their coaching program, when I did it, was they teach you about all three in one. I was like, well, let's just break that up because like wholesaling and being a landlord is two different things. Right, wholesaling is marketing. Being a landlord is being an adult babysitter. Yeah, pretty much. That's all it is with headaches.
That's a fantastic way to put it.
Headaches and problems.
Yeah, and another thing too, I feel like not that you have to be a wholesaler, but I think everybody should learn at least the marketing side of it. Like if you want to get into flipping, my opinion, you should start with finding a wholesale deal and bring it to a flipper. Yeah, because I see a lot of deals on the MLS too, even like flippers, like, oh, that's a flip gone sideways. Yeah. They're going to get killed on that. Yeah. I saw there's one in Quincy. They bought it for like $380. They listed at $700. They're like, I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, they probably think they're going to make $150,000 on it. Come to find out, there's no permits. Yeah. Now it's been listed for like 3 years. Yeah. I'm like, they got hard money out. Like they're going to lose their shirts. Yeah. Right. And it's like, if you simply were the wholesaler and just like brought it to somebody, at least, you might not make any money, but you're also not getting crushed there. Yeah. And that's like you see it. Like there's the flips that go sideways. It's too much money. You don't, whatever you budget for, stuff like the oh shit fund, that'll pile up.
Yeah, it does. Like Marcos is great because Marcos, like we'll run numbers together and I'll be like, oh, I think we do it for X. And then Marcos always adds 15% as like a fuck. Yeah. It's like if we're like,
it depends.
We're cooked. We're cooked. Yeah.
But you can kind of be like, okay, that's going to take a little more. That's
yeah. It always does. Like Sulington, where you went over by Marcos did say 115 to begin with. I was optimistic at 90. I shouldn't have been optimistic at 90.
What are you guys putting in? Into it? What are you guys doing in it?
Everything.
Like how much are you putting in?
Oh, 115, 120. So Marcos was spot on.
We're on track.
Yeah.
In the velocity of money too on the wholesale side is generally a quicker side than it is obviously the flip side. Yeah. Like you can make, obviously there's a bigger spread on the flip side, but it's like I think it's about momentum in the beginning, right? Get the momentum side, find deals. Yeah. Again, like start that part. Again, you don't have to be like a full-time wholesaler, but I'm saying like, because I'm making out the coaching program kind of part like right now. Yeah. Right? It's, you got to have leads and data. You got to have a conversation. You got to make offers and you got to follow up. Yeah. And you got to close. Right.
Interesting.
So try to, like I said, like want to make it as like no different than the ingredients on like a cake. Like, okay, there's 2 eggs, there's this flour, this butter. Like, this works anywhere in the country. Yeah. Right. That's the, that's the recipe. It Makes works. Sense. Right. So keep it as short and simple as, compiled as can be. Because I said, like, it can get complicated. And I think that's where people are like, what do I do? Do I wholesale this? Do I flip this? Like, just focus on
one thing.
Focus just on the beginning part. Yeah. Like, and then you can work with people that can help problem solve whatever the situation is. Right. Because that's really what it is. Like the real estate part is, is a lot. I think it's a lot easier to figure out than the people part.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, exactly. People's emotions is what makes it hard. Because you're even, like you said, being a lender, you're adult babysitting, but even like dealing with sellers, you're like holding their hands like they're in preschool or starting fresh. You know what I mean? So and they don't teach you how to sell a house in school, especially when you're like behind in your mortgage or like you got X, Y, and Z happen. So it's a
lot of people don't know what to do.
A lot of people don't know what to do. It's you gotta be their teacher in a way and like guide them.
Yeah, it's a lot of hand holding. They don't teach you a lot of things in school. I got an MBA, degree, and I just put it in my signature to look smarter than I am. Yeah. We had all the tests that we handed down on the baseball team.
Yeah. Listen, man. It works. It gives you a cool email signature. That's all that matters. You're good.
Yeah.
What I stole from you is the Better Business Bureau idea in your signature. When I saw, because I remember we were on a chain with Joe Mazzuccaro. Yeah. We were planning out lunch, and I saw that, and I was like, it's fucking genius. So we added it to our because we got accredited before. So I was like, I didn't even think you could.
It matters, right? Again, just learning the mindset, no different than like you. If you say you wanted to do floors, right? You want to do new floors for the studio, right? You're gonna probably Google them, you're gonna look them up, like, okay, like, do they have reviews? Like, are they a real company? Is this a fly by night,
exactly,
flooring company or whatever? It's what people look at,
exactly,
right? The credibility side
and
of it.
People, it's working. Like we're doing deals now, and we signed a deal in Watertown, and she solely signed with us because she saw us on the Better Business Bureau. Yeah, and I was like, dude, I don't know why everyone's not doing this. So I was like. You don't even know I took it, but I was like, that's a fucking genius idea. So I appreciate it. Yeah. There's this little thing. So, cool. So we talked about the Citeria stuff. So when you're, like you said, you're going to do more meetups, stuff like that. What are you going to do? Like it kind of expand the brand to like the Luke Florians, to the people who are like huge doing both millions and millions a year who like don't go to those events. What are you going to do to kind of open the door to have them want to pull up to those events and still get value and like bring value?
Yeah. I mean, those are going to definitely be more like invite only type of, events. I said, I want to make almost like the experience, investor to feel like it's like a real estate country club.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
Smart.
The word mastermind gets thrown around a lot, right? It's very cliche, but yeah, something like, but again, like they're so powerful, right? You sit down with, people that have done a ton of deals, right? You're just going over the problems that you have or the problems that you're facing on a deal, on your business or whatever. And so when you have like a lot of experienced people, like, oh, you can do this, right? You can look at it in this angle, right? You can learn so much. Yeah. But yeah, I want to have like almost like that country club type of environment for the more experienced person. Because I said, like, they're not going to be the ones that's going to, probably need the coaching side or the course side or anything of that. Like it's a different problem that they gotta, solve, right? They gotta, they got this deal on their plate that, it has 7 liens and it's got this and it's got that. It's like, where do they do? Where do they turn to? Yeah. And if you have a group of investors like, oh, I've seen that playbook before, right? Like, here's what I did. Yeah. Right.
That's huge. I feel like that'll add a lot of value. That'll get you a lot more people.
Yeah. Yeah. That deal in East Windsor, I don't think we're gonna keep it, but I begging Tommy, I was like, dude, make that CT Rias Mar-a-Lago. It's a 8,000 square foot house in East Windsor. I was like,
biggest house in East Windsor.
This would be great. This would be so cool. But like, even if it's not that one, I'd like to get like something. What are we
buying it at?
600 boxes of ZD.
600 bands for 8,000 square feet.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know we were buying it that cheap.
It's
I thought we were gonna have to come up on it.
That one's like. That's the same thing. Like you got like 7. There's like 7 siblings. You got there's always the one sibling that's the family pet. that's squatting in the house.
Yeah, that's rough. But 600 bands for 8,000 square feet sounds like a dreamy deal.
Yeah, he wants to keep it, and he's not working, so that's going to work out great for him.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I want to pivot into the next portion. You guys obviously just doing it together. What is so for you? Obviously, I know Joey started about a year ago, give or take. What did you look for in a sales guy, and then how did you guys kind of like get together and start structuring business together? What did that look like?
So I guess I'll talk on this for a second. Comes down to CT RIA and just connections. So I saw Nick. I was looking for some guidance because I knew, and I think Nick knows this about me too. I think I'm probably the hardest worker that I know.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that really works harder than I do. And I'm like, I can work hard. I know I've like watched all these YouTube videos. I know there's money in real estate.
Yeah.
And I know I want to get in these doors, but I don't know who to talk to. So I know like Haberfell, I like all the good guys, but like they're not doing the shit that I want to do. I want to do wholesaling, fix and flip, like that type. I didn't even know what an innovation was. So that's what I wanted to do. And Nick spoke up in front of everyone for like 3 seconds. And he goes, I got like X amount of deals working right now. I'm like, okay. He wholesales? Yes. Okay. Facebook, Nick Devine. Hey, I was going to talk to you after that. I'm glad I didn't because everything worked out fucking fantastic. Yeah. And I hit him up on Facebook. I'm like, hey, can I learn from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Hit me up. And then we had a call next day. I'm like, yeah, this works. Cool. And we just started I worked for him for 6-7 months, something like that. And I think as somebody in my position, especially since I didn't have the money at fucking 17 to spend on thousands of dollars of training, work for somebody that knows what they're doing. And I have a lot of kids that are kind of following along that same path where you have that guidance where it's just like, hey, just go out and solve problems. Yeah. And then it's, again, you do business with people you like, trust, and know. That's why we still do a lot of business together. Yeah. Especially with the short sale stuff.
Yeah. It's like you can do, like, as someone that did kind of start kind of doing it on my own, if I could have done things over again, I would have jumped into Luke's freaking wheelhouse system just like you were, and learn the ingredients. Because I said it's the speed of it too, right? The speed of it's so important. Yeah. Right. It's really just brain damage if you try to do it on your own in the beginning.
So
like
hard,
it's a lot. Yeah.
Like you're trying to figure out like, and not only that too, like I had people that like I'd bring deals to kind of help me, but you know, they were good, but they weren't like the elite people, the elite of the elite. Yeah. My dude Pete he was awesome, but like, dude, like trying to get him on the phone was hard enough. It's like trying to get the seller on the phone, like, yo, I got a hot lead. Then like you try to conference him on. It's like, no. So like if you're going to plug in somebody's system, like, okay, like just make sure that you can obviously, you know, be there for that lead call type of thing. It was, it's like you're definitely better jumping in the system. Yeah. Get into there. Like, and it said like, keep it simple. And that's where it said too, if you jump into a system, I'm sure like Luke kept it simple. It's like, okay, like, you know, what's the situation going on? Yeah. What's the timeline going on? What's the problem? Yeah. Right. How come they haven't been able to solve that problem?
Exactly. That's all we did. When we first started, I first started with Luke.
Sure.
He was just like, we worked on a Zoho. Yeah. He's like, yo, let's just hammer the phone. Let's see what we could do. And we kept doing that. And I would be like, he would literally, if I called him, he knew it was because of a lead. Pick up first ring. Here's what do I do? Yeah. Cool. Call him back to say this. And then we just kept doing that. And eventually it just skyrocketed into doing stupid amounts of deals every single month. And now he's building buildings.
Yeah, I was just with him last week. He was showing me like all the stuff in Sulington he's buying.
Crazy.
He's literally the mayor. He's the mayor.
Yeah, he's buying 34 more units and like doing more. I was like, geez, man, like no joke.
Yeah, he raises money like he's got like Dubai in his back pocket.
Dude, oh my god, he's the king. What I learned from him too, and I actually we were gonna do like we got our own like redevelopment lead. It didn't work out. Yeah, but I like asked him, and I was like, how do you like this? Like, what do you do to like raise so much? And he's like, just like experience and just like talk to people. And I was like, talk to people. So, but he's a fucking fantastic at raising money, like, and not putting a lot of his own money into like projects. And I know like Simsbury, he ended up injecting like a lot of his own cash into it. He did so good on the refi, like paid off his people. And I don't know like the logistics of everything, but like he's really good at like networking. raising money, and then paying back his investors and keeping them happy over time after time after time. They just keep pouring in money.
Yeah,
And
that's what
everyone's
it
making
is. You
money.
work.
Yeah.
You work for
very
somebody
good.
that's good and that does.
Yeah, it was a good
Whatever-
hard telling me, man.
Whatever industry you want to, and it works great because I'm a hard worker, Nick's a hard worker.
Yeah.
And like we align, we see eye to eye on a lot of things. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, hey, work for somebody that is in the position that you either want to get to or you feel could help you out there.
Yeah.
And it's like I saw that Nick was doing deals, I wanted to do deals.
Yeah.
So, like,
No,
it's-
that's
and he was at a point where you even said you were looking to take somebody else on. It kind of just like stars aligned and just
yeah.
And I told Joey, I said,
there.
we're going to start doing like auctions. I was like, listen, these are a different animal. These are
I
like,
told
Yeah.
our first my second contract, first pre-foreclosure was the craziest lady ever.
Yeah.
I got her voicemail.
I know, she's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a long one.
She's awesome.
Dude.
It was
Awesome.
But it was
I was at her house for 6 hours, dude.
Yeah.
I
6 hours.
remember getting that call. I was like, yo, I got her, like I got one. It was a Sunday because I remember with CT Rio was the day after.
Yeah. And you spoke there.
Yeah, we went there, like we put it under contract, and like the lady wouldn't do the simplest tasks to help postpone the foreclosure.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, okay, let's drive down to do a motion. And she's
No.
like, no. Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like, can you drive down? I won't drive outside of Newington and this. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
Some people are
right. And
right.
but
You got an even worse seller in Waterbury.
yeah, shout out Keith Murphy. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm gonna
That guy's interesting.
What's that?
Keith Murphy.
You talked to him?
I've talked to him on the phone once.
Oh, he's a character.
48
Interesting guy.
Lydia.
Yeah.
Huh?
Lydia Street.
No, not about the deal, but like him as like a person. I think he's interesting.
No, Keith. I don't know. Maybe a different Keith Murphy. Keith Murphy's a seller.
Oh, I'm talking about there's an investor, Keith Murphy, in
okay.
CT.
Okay.
Interesting guy. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say.
Same dude? No.
Interesting.
Okay.
It could be the same dude.
Could
I
be
don't
the
know.
name. I don't know.
But
it's
it's a pretty common name, I think.
How old is he?
It's like in his 50s.
Yeah.
He's an interesting guy. I'll just leave it at that.
But we learned a lot, right?
Oh yeah.
From
There's so many deals that we wouldn't have done without
Yeah.
that deal.
Yeah. So
Learn from your mistakes. I don't even call it a mistake, but you take accountability. But you're like, what can I do better next time?
It's all learning experience. There's no failures. It's just learning
Yep.
experiences.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
yep.
You get better.
So
Mhm.
what I had, like that scenario happened, and I remember just like, okay, like if I come across this scenario again, like what do I do? And also, is there an option? There's got to be an option to like go beyond the auction
Yeah.
in because it's state by state. Like sometimes certain states, if it's like a foreclosure by sale and the auction happens, it's like done.
Yeah.
You're toast.
It's over. Yeah.
Not like that in Connecticut though. Okay.
Yeah.
So I freaking got in touch with some attorneys. I consulted some attorneys. I was like, hey, like if I come across this scenario, like, well, if I look at the house like the week after the auction, it's the title's still with the seller. So it's
Yeah.
like, so the sale's not dead.
Yeah.
So okay, if I come across this again, like, can I transact this? Can I help like extend the post auction?
Yeah.
And it was like, yes. And that was actually so Joey Smith's first deal was that. And I
Yeah.
remember I was drinking beers at my cousin's like
Yeah.
wedding.
Yeah.
It's like, I got one. Okay. It's like 4:00. It's like, yeah, I got an auction in 18 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. What could possibly go wrong?
And this seller was
Yeah.
crazy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a quick claim deed done.
Yeah.
Right. And then extend the auction. We had to fix a septic to get it done. This guy was on one, especially Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Talking about some crazy stuff.
He calls me up on crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah. This guy was, he was fun. But yeah, I was just like, and I remember talking to attorney Joe, and he was like, I don't think I've ever seen that. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I said, like, this was my first time going towards like the post auction side too.
Yeah.
And he's like, can you do this? I was like, well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out. And yeah, that was, I said, like, Joey's like 4 of his first 5 deals were all after the auction.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a niche. But a lot of people don't target it because a lot of
Oh
people
my
don't
God,
know
yep.
that you could. They think once the auction date's done, it's done.
Well, that's what we're starting. I got this huge fucking house in Avon that
Yeah.
I want to get bad. Like I door knocked it yesterday, got nothing. I'm gonna door knock it probably today or
Yeah.
get some. I want somebody at their door like every day, and I need to get a hold of them.
I mean, you're close to Avon. We're in Plainville, man. So
I know.
while you're here, knock it out.
I know. I live in Simsbury, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You're local. Oh, you're right there.
I know.
Yeah.
So the auction was on. This guy is. It's like houses ARV. It's probably worth like 1.4, 1.5.
Yeah.
Like it's a good house. And it sold for like 1.3 in 2022.
Okay.
It was like 1.1 on it, and it sold for like 1.1. So it basically sold for the debt at the auction, essentially. I believe there was a bidder I think there was one bidder or two, and they bid right above the debt.
I would probably want to buy it for themselves, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, yeah, I want to get, because I think it's probably worth like 1.4, 1.5 novated after the auction.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're starting to go towards those more because they're like, not a lot of people know. I'll probably put one under contract in Cheshire just like this.
Really?
Post auction 260, novated at 330, 340.
Chester's a good market.
So this is good, yeah.
It's educating the sellers because a lot of times they don't know about surplus funds. They don't know about like the rights of that, right? So, another thing too, if you're able to transact it post auction and avoid the surplus funds side, you still save the foreclosure from the record, which is important. And like you try to like explain to them, like, yo, if you get a foreclosure on your record, you're untouchable, for a minute, 7 years, right? Versus if we transact this, like you're gonna get paid out like quick. Surplus funds ballpark takes 6 months to get your money. Plus you gotta, you either gotta do the paperwork yourself, no different than probate, or you gotta get an attorney. And the attorney is not working for free.
And cheap.
Right? So
some do up to 50% of the surplus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They squeeze people. Yeah.
So we help at like a lower percentage if we choose to do it.
Yeah. It's the education process, and that's where there's some clowns out in Arizona that got caught doing some fugazi stuff in regards to like the auction stuff. Like, oh, you're gonna lose all your money, and it's like that's not true. They were telling sellers, like, if it goes to auction, like, whatever the difference, like, if there's $100,000 in equity, like, you're not getting that. And it's like, yeah, you are. You can. Some people just don't even know how to do it, or they don't even know that's an option.
Of like everyone, what I'll tell sellers is like, hey, like you want to create the common enemy with the bank, that's your sales, and then you paint the picture of like, here's what's going to happen if it goes to auction. And you want to basically, and it's like not even a hard sell to like have them avoid the auction, but you basically paint the picture of like, you'll lose everything. Essentially, it's going to sell for pennies on the dollar versus what it's worth. And if there is even any money left over, that money is going to get feed down like crazy, up to 50% of that money, which is held by the state. It's going to take you 6 to 12 months to get that money too. So you want to let it go to auction, be my guest. But
yeah, so the auction side is definitely an interesting avenue. Definitely interesting demographic that you're dealing with.
If you liked the video so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot. Feel free to leave us feedback. So we have a lot of people coming on, a lot of cool other investors. We have people who specialize in Airbnb, commercial real estate, short terms, flips, raising money, equity, you name it. We have them coming on. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing as we make more videos. If you want to learn more about wholesales, I encourage you to check out our free 9-module masterclass right on our channel. It teaches you everything you need to know. We go from 0 to hero. If you're already comfortable wholesaling, but you want to learn more about novations, click the link in the description. We have a whole step-by-step masterclass about how to run novations, how to pitch it, how to sell it, and how to make a lot more money rather than just doing standard assignments. So make sure you check that out if you're ready to take your business to the next level. All right, thanks for sticking with me. Back to the video.
One of the reasons why I bought the house I bought in West Hartford, and I can tell you, I bought that house before going to CT RIA and learning anything in real estate. It was, dude, the driveway was like this. Like the roof of my house was below the road.
Jeez.
It was not smart.
Yeah.
Not a smart buy. And I had the neighbor from hell.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Look up Sharon Schuyler. Oh my, she looks like Cruella DeVille.
Really?
Oh yeah. Horrible. Horrible.
Sharon Schuyler.
What a horrible human being. She's a Rolfer.
What's
a
that?
Rolfer?
Yeah. It's pretty much quackery. It's your insurance doesn't even take it. It's like witch doctor type, like acupuncture, I guess, that she does out of her house. And she's a
witch doctor.
Yeah, pretty much.
How's your neighbor?
She was, yeah.
Oh my
Kind of terrifying.
Yeah, Sharon Schuyler, West Hartford.
Did you look it up?
Okay. I looked at it. I couldn't find it. I didn't put West Hartford.
Legit Cruella DeVille to a T.
We have Satanists. Well, actually, we had Satanists in one of our
hardcore. Like they like genuinely like.
Sure.
Is this her?
Yeah.
The top right, top left.
Top left. Yeah. Oh my God.
Would you tap?
Bro, that looks like straight out of a movie.
That's
how scary she looks.
She is a, yeah, she
Would you
belongs.
I'm tapped out. I'm done. My time is done. That's interesting. Yeah, we have bad luck with tenants. We had a lady with 40 cats. One was dead. DCF was called.
Yeah.
Then we had Satanist above her. So like we just really had like a gem.
Crystal. Bristol.
Yeah.
You sold that one, right?
Oh, finally. Yeah. Thank God.
God.
Yeah. Oh,
she would call the cops if my trash barrel was out like a day beyond it to be.
Really?
Yeah, like insane.
Is that illegal to do? Because like
she called the cops on me all the time.
Really?
And I was like, I literally just work in my house. Like I keep to myself, and we had like this easement.
Yeah.
That was just the biggest nightmare.
Really?
So because she did her stupid job in her house.
Yeah.
So like her clients would pull in. The driveway, I had 2 driveways. So I had a driveway like this, and I had a driveway like this.
Yeah.
Right? So I had one that was parallel to the road, and that's where we had like the easement. And that was, the cops got called twice during when I was selling my house.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
Because she came in and scared the buyers off. She came in my house. Like I was in Ohio, and I was in Ohio. The buyers are going to do their inspection on my house, the walkthrough, and she like just invited herself in my house. Well, and we're not on good terms at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scared them. Like, yeah, I'm all set with this lady.
Dope. So they backed out.
Yeah. I was like, do I sue this lady? Like I had an insane offer, right? Your first offer is your best.
Yeah.
Yeah. She cost me 30 grand.
That's
I had it at 390, and then I put it back on the market. And then the second agent pulls in, and I told my agent at the time, like, yo, make sure you disclose this stupid easement. She treats this thing like holy ground.
Yeah.
And like her bumper was like just over the easement. The cops get called in regards to this. They get scared off. It's not like it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. I literally had the cops involved trying to sell my house. I'm like, you would think like, we don't like each other. You would go along with this process to get me to get away from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
She made your life like hell from the get-go. You know what's funny to like piggyback on that story? I did a deal with Luke and Woolkit last year.
Yeah.
It was on Center Street, and they fell through like 3 times. And the second time it fell through was because this guy, this like squatter, was he came into like he sat on like there was a back porch. He was sitting there, and during the inspection, the buyers were they were doing like their walk around. He was there, and he was like, "Oh, I like to sit here sometimes. I talk to my grandfather who's still in the house, blah, blah, blah." And he's like fucking going on and on and on. And then like after they cut this pretty short, they text Victor like, "Hey, just so you know, inspection didn't go well. We're gonna terminate the contract." They told them all this, and they sent like a laundry list of inspection requests to say it was because of that, and they didn't want to do it. It was because they were scared like the ghost was in the house. That house was definitely haunted. I don't think it was by the guy's grandfather, but the house was definitely like creepy as fuck.
Why do you say that?
It was tucked away. And every time I went in there, like my hair would like not stand up, but like it would like kind of raise. It was just a creepy house. I don't know why. The layout was weird. It was like a fucking contemporary ranch kind of.
Okay.
So it was like, it was tucked away from the street, and there was only like 2 other houses next to it, but it was the furthest one on the left. And it had like a finished, it was just creepy. It was a very
bad vibes,
dingy, bad vibes. And it just, we didn't do a septic inspection when we bought it. Forgot to do that. It's like, it's not a fun buy. You broke even. And we got it off of Perch Rock because they were our competition and we beat them.
Wolf.
All that.
Fuck Perch Rock.
Yeah.
I just helped my cousin out. He's buying a house in Ellington.
Yeah.
And he owes me a dinner.
Really?
They go under contract at 500 grand, and it's got a separate garage.
Yeah.
And the garage had like a crack in the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, get this thing tested, get everything tested, and make this into a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get the structural engineers out there, everything. So I was like, you're going to renegotiate this. I was like, let me ask you a question. Do you still like this at 500? Like this crack in this foundation has nothing to do with the house.
Yeah.
Right? But I was like, you can paint that picture for sure. He's like, yeah, I'll still do it. So, okay. He renegotiates he recounters at 350, and they'll go, we'll do it for 400. So he just saved 100 grand off a crack. My guess is somebody like drove into the garage.
Yeah.
Because it just got like a crack in the corner type thing.
Yeah.
I was like, get everything out there. Get the structural engineers out there.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it may be this type thing, right? Paint the fear of, God into them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's genius.
Yep.
Damn.
How to save $100K.
How to save 100 grand on a sale.
Yeah. These are your inspection reports. But like the inspection side on market is different than off market.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like there's 1,000 ways to do like something on market if you do it. Like get the inspection report and give it to them and go, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Right?
Smart.
Because they're written up insane.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you have like a new house, everything looks like
Yeah.
overly complicated. Like, oh, like this might need work. This might need
it's
work.
crazy.
Right?
Like the new build inspections are nuts, especially if you get like those inspectors who like they intend to try and find shit.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
fucking bizarre.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Like Tiger pillar to post is another one. They go so hard.
But they're
like,
great. They're great to use on the inspection side when you're buying.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, they'll find.
Dude, they give you a book. They
Yeah.
think it's like, here's the Torah. Here you go.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally 7,000 pages of just like, this could be wrong. Could be this. It's like, I don't know, dude. Here you go.
I think I got to be at like 200.
You know what? You know what's bizarre? So I recently sold my house in Bristol. We bought Shelby's on her uncle's ranch, right?
Yeah.
But so when we bought the house, we did a lot of like demo. That's smart because we didn't do a lot of demo. We knocked down a wall. And then we did some like minor. So we trimmed down one of the walls in the kitchen. So in that wall, it was like there was like a tunnel for like all the wires.
You knocked down a wall? Hold on.
No, bro, you were there. Where was this? The door we made it into
In
the open.
Southington?
No, Tiffany.
Oh,
Bristol.
okay.
It's my old house.
Dude,
So
all you have is fucking load-bearing walls in Southington.
yeah, so our contractor knocked down a load-bearing wall, and then I got countertops, and she was supposed to be done, and then she like took a beam, and she dropped the beam onto the new countertops and cracked it.
Nice.
In our house. So it's funny about inspections. Shelby's dad cut the line that connected all the GFIs to like inside the walls. He thought it was like a fucking he thought it was like the old phones and stuff like that. So he cut the line in the middle of the kitchen, and like none of our GFIs in the whole house worked.
Nice.
So I don't know why like all the GFIs were on that one particular like line to the breaker, but he cut it, and we're like, you know what? No worries. We're just gonna box it back up. We didn't fix it. We never ran a new wire. So what we did is when we were upstairs, we just had an extension cord from like the bathroom to our to like another plug in the bedroom. But when we showed the house, we didn't have that extension cord out there. And when they did an inspection, they wanted the GFIs fixed. And I was like, you know what? How about a credit for everything? I was like, it's just an outlet. And so I did an overgenerous credit, making them think that like I was dumb because I was gonna give them. I gave them $2,500 for all the stuff they wanted, and they probably thought, oh, this kid's dumb. He's giving us such a big credit for just outlets. Little do they know, it wasn't the outlets. It was the actual wire, and I got to open up sheetrock and shit to get to it.
Good job.
But I sold it to an Indian couple, so.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good job, bro.
Fuck them. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, it's bad. Don't put that in there. But I was like, they're definitely fucked. And then the day after, I've never had water issues. The agent calls Vic, my guy, and is like, yo, the basement's flooded. And I was like, they're just bad luck. These people are just fucking bad luck individuals. And they ran out of oil. It was bad. Everything that could have went wrong started.
When it rains, it pours sometimes.
Yeah, it
That's
was
how
bad.
It is.
I'm proud of you, Nick.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
I really
appreciate it.
burnt
That
them.
was the other Nick, but yeah.
Yeah, fuck. I forgot two Nicks. Nick squares.
It's too many of us.
Yeah.
But no, so I know we're coming close to 1 o'clock here, so I just want to get a couple more questions out of you.
Yeah.
Investors are starting to sell a lot of their portfolio in Connecticut. I'm not naming names, but some people are moving their money to Dallas, some people are moving their money to Florida.
Yep.
Depends. What is your take on that? And are you gonna be selling someone's selling off some of your portfolio? Are you gonna like buy more now that they're selling? What are your thoughts? And why do you think that they're selling in Connecticut?
Well, Connecticut's going up, and those other markets are going down. So you want to get you want to get something that's obviously on the falling knife type thing, right? Where you want to find obviously middle ground and where to do it. I mean, I really think Connecticut's going to run strong for some time because I said like you got the perfect storm. You got a lot of older houses that we preserve. Like 1,800 houses are normal here.
Yeah, 1,700 houses.
Normal. Yeah.
Again, like you don't build fast enough.
Yeah.
Right. Type of for increasing supply at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you got kind of the perfect storm where again, like you're not going to be getting houses on the market. Where again, like Texas, like when they build, they overbuild. When Florida builds, they overbuild. So again, when that skyrocket goes up, yay. And then all of a sudden it's like, we're going to be rich. And then, boom. There's taxes too in Connecticut. Definitely higher.
Steep, yeah.
I do think so. I really think that there's going to be a bloodbath coming.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely think.
What do you mean by bloodbath?
An absolute bank failure that I don't think people recognize. So like the Silicon Valley crisis that happened, Silicon Valley Bank. Okay. Well, there's been bank runs before. Okay. But now we're in a digital era. Yeah. And when there's a rumor going around on Twitter, on X, that, hey, there's contagion in this bank, how fast they can liquidate a bank. They withdrew $41 billion in a day. $41 billion. Okay. I think they processed like $220 billion on the year. So that's almost a quarter of their money in one day. So I was like, okay, and think about this too. FDIC only insures $250,000. Okay, so how do these companies, like, I think Roku had hundreds of millions of dollars in that bank. I was like, if they, because they did collapse, if the government doesn't bail them out, they just lost $1 bazillion just having their money in a bank. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay. Then another one, that one of the crypto banks crashed right after that too. I was like, okay, the banking sector is not ready for when bank runs happen. Mm-hmm. They're not built on that. Banks are built on trust, right? The whole system doesn't make any sense. They lend money they don't have. We print money that, is backed by nothing, right?
Isn't it crazy how we work and we still function?
Like, how is money so complicated? Like, if you ask anybody, like, okay, how does the U.S. dollar work? It's like, well, it was backed by gold. And
no, it's not backed by gold. It's backed by gold. Backed again, but it's not.
It was temporarily taken off the gold exchange, and that was 60 years ago, right? I mean, simply put, how much money is out there in supply? No one can answer that.
Yeah.
If I go in the bathroom and I rip up a bill and throw it away, how are you going to account for that?
Yeah.
No idea. If I go to sea and I get, launched at sea and I got 10 grand in my pocket, how you gonna figure out where that 10 grand went? Yeah. Right? The whole thing makes no sense. Again, the banking system is built on trust. Mm-hmm. And I think that they're gonna get tested, right? I think they're gonna get tested with a liquidity point at some point, right? Whether it's the commercial real estate, balloon debt that's coming due, whether it's pretty much World War III that we're on the verge of right now. You have, dude, I put this out. I keep putting this out. FHA is the new subprime loan. Yeah. Okay. FHA is the allowance that they allow people to buy a house at is ridiculous. Yeah. They have no business. You have no business buying a house with a 580 credit score. None.
Shitty, ain't it?
Like, you ask for a higher credit score from your tenants. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. You have all these down payment assistance programs. It's like, you're forcing people, like you're painting the dream to them. Like, oh, you can afford a house. Something happens with their car and they're cooked. Mm-hmm. And that whole COVID bubble, like you had no foreclosures going on for a minute, right? Mm-hmm. And with that, the prices went up, right? Because you have no foreclosures, so that means there's no supply coming on the market. Mm-hmm. So their $200,000 house was now worth $250,000, and they were able to put their 20, 30 grand on the arrears on the back end. Yeah. And they were able to do it again. They were able to do it again. And now all of a sudden, like, obviously prices are starting to kind of level out more than they were 3 years ago. And I said, like, you can still do COVID forbearance right now.
Really?
It's banana land. Huh. You can do it. They're ending it in September.
I thought they ended it in like June of 22.
September. No.
Oh, really?
You also have student loans coming back now that people have to pay for, right? So you have, those were on pause for a minute. Again, like you could do a forbearance or a loan modification pretty much. As long as you could fog a mirror and you were working, they would allow it to happen. Yeah. So you just have a lot of garbage that, you put a ton of money in the system with all the PPP loans. And again, just there's going to be a rug pull. There's going to be that, okay, by the way, like we either have to like reset the economy like in a quick manner, which they should, or you got to have inflation just ride out. Mm-hmm. Right. In the 1980s, mortgages were double digits. Yeah. The entire decade. Mm-hmm. And we're bitching about 7%.
Yeah. It's crazy. And everyone's like, I'm going to wait for rates to go down. Like,
Yeah. It said like, you can't just keep turning the money printer on to solve these problems. You're going to hyperinflate the dollar. Yeah. Right. It's said like
some people were saying that Trump was trying to crash the economy.
He should.
He should. And then refi the national debt. When Biden had a chance to refi at fucking stupid low rate. And he didn't.
It's Janet Yellen, that clown. She had we had the cheapest interest rates of all time, and we didn't refinance our national debt when interest rates were at 0. Yeah. Which everybody else did but us. And I said, like, now our national debt is spiraling. Like, we spend more money on just the debt than we do our military. Because what's our dollar backed by? The military.
Yeah. It's all, at this point, it's all backed by.
So now our debt's higher than that? right? There's so many, like none of the programs ever make any money, right? How do you not even make money on the post office?
Yeah.
Like for years you had no competition.
Yeah.
And like you're the only show in town and you lose money every year.
Yeah.
Like the VA is a shit show. The post office is a shit show. Medicare, Medicaid's a shit show.
Yeah.
Everything these guys touch is a shit show. And I said, like, there's a bloodbath coming. The money that was put in the system from COVID has to come out of the system at some point. And I said, we were supposed to have it. And then they said they just pumped quantitative easing to a degree that was ridiculous. Like I'm pretty sure 75% of the money supply is from COVID and beyond.
Was that year? Yeah.
Yeah. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So you have housing going up like this, you have rent going up like this, and you have wages going like this. It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Right? Something's got to break. Runaway inflation or you reset it. And like I said, like there's no, you either have the 1980s or you have 08 again. Yeah. And it's 08's going to be different. Like the 08 side was Fugazi loans. So this one's just going to be all those shitty programs, again, like that we put money in the system with our tax dollars paid for all those forbearances.
I saw something somewhere, and I know this kind of is similar to what you were saying. I think with Social Security, I think that we're putting in, for every dollar we put in, $3 is being taken out.
Yeah, and not only that too, they should have backed it, and they should back it now to the S&P 500 versus treasuries, right? I mean, like the S&P goes down, like we're toast, right? So if they did that, they would have pretty much 3x whatever they'd have for money in Social Security. Yeah, they're gonna go bankrupt, I think like 10 years or something like that. Yeah. You also have too, when they made it, I don't know what the year is, 62, 65, when you start getting Social Security, people live longer now. So,
that's another big one.
I think I'm a segue because I know I'm going to take Marcus and Nick's jobs for a second. I know you guys want to end soon. As real estate investors, how do we prepare and what do we do for the next market crash that you think is coming?
That was actually going to be my question. Yeah. How's it going to affect the business?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have opportunity.
Yeah.
Right. It's pretty much how it works, and again, like when you're able to transact when lending gets tight, right? Everybody talks about like 08, like, oh, I wish I bought all these houses. Yeah, great, but
you didn't.
Good luck trying to get the money when nobody's lending.
Yeah.
So, you got to learn how to transact without banks.
Yeah. So how would a wholesaler perspective, how would a wholesaler go and find like a deal? How would you lock up a deal if you can't have, if maybe private lenders aren't as like liquid, maybe like hard money lenders, their rates are so high it doesn't even make sense. How would you still structure deals with like flippers to make it make sense for both parties and still make money?
Just buying a bigger discount.
There you go.
That's it. You just got to adjust your, when prices are going up, like when prices are running, you don't have to buy it obviously as big of a discount. But if prices are falling, you have to buy it at a bigger discount. Right? You're just adjusting to whatever the market gives you.
And do you think short sales is going to increase because of that? Because people are going to be so underwater?
Oh, they're going to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, it's like Connecticut side is going to be, except every state's different. But again, like short sales in Florida right now, there's got to be freaking 10,000 of those on the market in Florida, just rotting there.
Yeah. If you want to be doing your short sales correctly, that's your guy right there.
Yeah.
Sub 2 short sales, underwater shit, nobody better in the state than the guy sitting next to us right now.
There's just where there's problems, there's opportunity.
Yeah.
Like that's like the opportunists that you have to look at things, right? If you see contagion in the market, like when everyone's like the Warren Buffett thing, when everyone's selling, you're buying. Yeah. And when everyone's buying, you're selling.
Yeah.
Right. You got to be going in a different direction. So again, like when you look, like when you're looking at deals, like, oh, that's a dead deal. It's like, no, there's an opportunity there. Yeah. You just got to look at it at a different angle.
Yeah.
Right. The wholesaler side, you're going to have to adjust your prices. Again, like, it's going to be state by state. Right. And you're going to have more pre-foreclosures. And again, remember, banks are in the business of owning property. They don't want to own it, So if you have that 08 contagion, they finally changed out how short sales worked from the 08, side. There's more guidelines and everything of that, but banks want to liquidate those things. Yeah. They don't want to be sitting on something that's a falling knife, that's, got open permits, that's got, something that's not making them money. They make money lending money. They don't make money flipping houses. They don't make money property management, right? That's not what they're doing. It's not what they're there for.
I know Zillow lost billions because they tried flipping houses and they were just buying. And it's like,
Fun fact, I actually did the math on it. They lost $881 million in 2021, which was the hottest market ever.
Yeah.
And if you, a box of ziti for Barilla pasta is $1.25 to $2 a box.
Yeah.
You could have bought everybody 2 boxes of ziti with the amount of money they lost in 2021. Shout out Barilla pasta.
Damn.
I remember when they were talking about it, because when I started with CT RIA, they were like, that was the elephant in the room. Right?
Yeah.
It was like, Zillow's going to be the gorilla in the room where they're going to buy and flip everything and they're going to dominate. And it's like, they're a data company.
Yeah.
They tried flipping houses and they went horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And they were buying to the point where they would buy a house and that house was up in value 5-10% just doing nothing.
Yeah.
And they still lost money. They lost a ton of they lost their shirts. I think they lost $6 billion flipping houses for that couple year duration.
Yeah.
They got slaughtered.
They still offer a thing where it's like, give me a cash offer.
Yeah.
And real estate's local. It's like take it Connecticut. Like Fairfield County is 30 times different than Hartford. Yeah. Right. You'll look at like Fairfield stuff and like, okay, like I'll tear that down and build because I can get whatever.
Fairfield's insane. Yeah.
$500, $600 a square foot. Like you're not doing that in Hartford.
Yeah.
You're not building there. There's no money. Right. So it's obviously it's very hyper local. Like, I'm sure you've been on a street before. It's like that side's good. That side's a war zone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like one side of the street could be great.
Street by street.
And the other side are getting shot at.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty
It's
interesting.
crazy. Bridgeport. Yeah. I love Bridgeport, dude.
Yeah.
Bridgeport's good.
Bridgeport's money.
Ton of taxes. I think they're the highest mill rate in the state.
They're insane.
What about Waterbury be higher?
Waterbury is the highest are Bridgeport, New Haven, Waterbury, and Hartford, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
I
know people you're paying fucking like $13,000 a year on property taxes on a 1,200 square foot property in Waterbury.
13 grand?
13 grand a year in taxes on a 1,200 square foot house in Waterbury.
That seems banana land.
Look it up. It's ridiculous. You're paying over $1,000 a month, Waterbury taxes.
Probably did something bad to the town clerk or something.
Yeah.
Just punishing them.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't own it. I don't own Waterbury, but that's where I see things and what I've heard. So I don't know if that's correct.
I don't know. I mean, so the higher we're definitely a higher tax state than a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And what's crazy is too, like we're broke. I don't get it. Connecticut's broke. We're
in a tough spot. We added the bag tax, didn't do anything. Just add tolls. If you got rid of the taxes like Florida, no property tax, but add tolls, they do better. I
would love to see the no property tax thing happen, but
Connecticut couldn't sustain.
That would be
where
then they got to get money somewhere else. Where you're going to tax food more, you're going to tax goods and services more. You can't just say nobody's paying taxes.
I know.
What's the trade-off?
So Florida, their tolls, they make so much on their tolls because they're like, you'll drive a mile and you get tolled again. You take an exit, you're getting tolled again.
I think the average is like every mile you pay like 10 cents.
Yeah, they make a lot of money. Think about the traffic, especially in the Miami area, Fort Lauderdale. I remember we were down there last year, like every couple fucking miles, or if I got for another exit, you best believe I'm getting tolled. You know what I mean? So it's they make stupid money.
They obviously they can get away with it too, because obviously they're a tourist destination, just like even like Vegas, for example. Vegas, their property taxes are dirt because they bring in so much money from tourism.
They do.
So what the hell does Connecticut bring in?
Nothing. No one wants to come here. We're cold, we're mean.
We're a highway between New York and Boston.
Wait, what?
We're a highway between New York and Boston.
We are, and that's it.
Yeah.
So we have nothing here. I mean, go to the beach, go to Hammonasset or something.
Hammonasset sucks.
I grew up in Hammonasset. I love
it. Watch Hill.
Yeah, you can drive to Rhode Island, look at Taylor Swift's house. You know what I mean? Wanted to cut through.
Rhode Island's Watch Hill is 10 times nicer than any beach in Connecticut.
Really?
So much nicer.
I don't think I've been there.
I've been a few times.
Yeah, we really have nothing besides I guess old culture. If you care about like George Washington and like Paul Revere,
Yeah,
you
and
can go look at a statue in Hartford
Mark
with
Twain
like
or some
the dude
shit.
from literally Mark Twain's house.
who the fuck was
even that
Mark? I
cool.
don't even know who Mark Twain was.
He was a writer, right? Or he like wrote poems or something.
Yeah, he's so cool. I don't give a
I
fuck.
couldn't tell you anything.
Yeah, Hartford. That's our Hartford Yard Goats.
They got like the Parkville Market thing. Like they need more stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good. Parkville's cool.
The food court thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're so far behind. Like we have no flavor at all.
Yeah,
The
you know?
casino-
and we're expensive.
Yeah.
that's what
the
kills us.
casinos in Greenwich are like our two things.
Yeah, those are the
Greenwich
casinos
is just
keep
like
Connecticut afloat.
Greenwich is
Yeah.
just New York with cheaper taxes. I know we're talking about New York, Connecticut taxes, but I think New York's a lot worse.
Yeah, New York's bad. The Sirhan team, they're starting to sell a lot in Greenwich,
Yeah.
Stanford, Westport.
How do I
They've
know-
expanded Connecticut. They're killing it.
Yeah, because people are moving out of the city. They
Yeah.
can get like you don't got to be crammed in a condo.
Talking about that.
you got to pay freaking an arm and a leg to an HOA.
Yeah.
that is HOAs are
Oh, there's something else.
garbanzo.
Yeah,
they're terrible. Yeah, they're mismanaged.
it's all a money thing.
It's just you get fees on fees
Yeah.
on fees. The board does this, does that. Well, it's I'm all set with that.
I'll go ahead.
No, I was just saying like a lot of them are moving out. Like,
Yeah.
you get 10 times better of a property in Greenwich and Fairfield than you do
Exactly.
a 1,000 square foot house and condo in New York.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's taxed for cheaper. Everything's better. You get land.
You get land, yeah.
you
You're not,
get land.
you're
You're
not,
not, you know
you're
what
not-
I mean?
you're not paying $10,000 for a parking spot.
Yeah,
and,
literally.
Yeah,
And it's
all
cool.
set.
It's nice. It's nice over there. I tried to get this listing. This fucking guy, his investor wanted it for himself, and he just beat us. Like there's nothing I could do. Like she was originally gonna sell for like 1.8, and he's like 2 million cash. And I was like, all right, lady, I can list it for 2.2, guaranteed sells. And he came with the 2.1 cash, and her house needed a little bit of work she had to do before. She's like, I'm just gonna take it. And I was like, all right.
Where was it at?
It was in Greenwich. I was trying to list it. I think
Dude, the
Old
average-
East Patton Road or something like that.
The average listing
Yeah.
in Greenwich is like 2-point-something million.
Yeah, I think she would have got more, but like her house, like when her husband died, like you can tell like she started like steadily like declining it. I mean, it's granted someone would have bought it anyways. It was shaped like a U, so it was really like unique. Like it was custom built, like for the letter U. She had like a pool in the middle. It was a cool house, but like she just didn't maintain it over the years. She maintained it, but it was this old. It's kind of sad.
See, I'm thinking about just going down to Greenwich one day and just driving for dollars, and then someone to call that list.
Yeah, man.
'Cause
I mean,
I
listen,
think-
just money.
I think Greenwich
Yeah.
is like your spreads are bigger. If you want to make, I mean, our average deal, like we do a lot of novations, so
Mhm.
our deals are big. But I think there is, again, I could be talking out of my ass here. I think there's an untapped market. There's a lot of, I remember door knocking in Greenwich. There's a lot of fucked up houses that are just sitting there.
Yeah. There's
lot
a
of fucked
lot.
up houses that are just
The
sitting
thing
there.
is with Greenwich, even if they're fucked up, the issue with that market is people are just gonna hold them. Like they don't sell as much because like no matter what you do, the value is gonna just sit. So even if someone inherits a house that's sitting, it looks like shit. If they could afford to hold it, they're just gonna hold it because
Yeah.
like this is so much value. That's why Greenwich is hard to like flip and wholesale. I know Gary does a lot in like Costco, Greenwich, Darien, but like if Gary does something over there, like he'll usually like buy like a small like shitty house and like build up on it.
You're doing more. Yeah, you're doing more additions type
Yeah.
of thing. It's a different play than it is like
Exactly.
Hartford County or whatever. 'Cause you're dealing with different price points,
Exactly.
different buyers,
Yeah.
pickier people.
Yeah, it's harder to sell. It's easier to
Costco-
sell it. Like, yeah, $200,000 house. and it's like
Costco's such a
$3
cool
million
fucking
house.
name for a town. Like I live in Costco.
Oh my god, I almost did a deal in Costco one time when I was
Yeah.
with Luke. Oh, I forget the address. This is when it was like you can get a house for like 900 bands and like it was great. Now this lady's house is probably worth easily a couple $1 million. But she was great, and she decided, I just love the area so much. I can't leave. And she never ended up selling, but it would have been such a creamy deal. I remember that was sad. A lot of things fall through the cracks, but
Yeah, shit
Yeah. Oh
happens.
yeah. People are listening to this and they're starting out new. Don't get attached on leads and deals.
No.
Big two. And even under contract because deals fall out. And I remember expecting this deal to close and it doesn't close. And I see as I'm training my reps, a lot of younger guys too. They're getting attached. Like I got this great fucking lead. Like I was supposed to sign one of my reps' first deals on Thursday. Guy's ready to go at a good fucking number. I'm like, hey, good number. We'll do like 70, 80 on it. I like a good fucking deal.
mhm.
And I'm like, this is what he's looking for. It's a good number. I'm not here to work him down. Let's sign at this number.
Yeah,
And he goes to us. Like, fuck. But it happens.
it happens.
So it's like, again, and he was like, oh, damn, fuck, man. And I'm like, that happens. You can't get attached and like, get your hope. I don't look at the money, and this is what I stopped doing.
Yeah.
I don't look at the money until it hits my bank account or I see the check.
That's facts.
Or I see the HUD that's
Smart.
signed. I don't look at it because anything can happen. Anything could happen. Like we're running, so I had this deal on Brookfield that was supposed to close like a month ago. And we're doing so well in that fucking deal where it's like, there's still just meat on the bone.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just a lot of meat on it. But we ran into issues with trying to close with the fucking, like with the seller, just a lot of bullshit. And then we're running into issues now trying to close with the end buyer too. So we closed on it, transactional lending, and then we turned into hard money because it's been out for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're just running into so many issues.
That
happens.
It's it's pretty much gonna fall into a sinkhole at some point.
Yeah,
really?
I'm saying like everything that can go wrong is gonna go wrong.
Yeah, it's
like, I mean, the condo's gonna get hit by lightning.
Yeah,
and, you know what I mean? It's
something
like that.
Yeah.
Just like all right.
Like on the resale doc, there's like an engineering report from 24 that never got done, and the lender's like, "Where's the engineering report?" And the HOA is like, "There is none." And that's what they're bitching about, the lender. Everything is, it was said there was a court hearing where the lender didn't want to give us a pay, or the HOA didn't want to give us a payoff. It was a complete shit show.
Yeah.
But we're doing so well on it.
Yeah,
where
the
it's
HOA is sticking this like terminally ill lady with like a $74,000.
So what they did, because I don't know if Nick, I don't even know if you know this, Nick.
Shout out your HOA.
I know. So I don't even know if you know this, Nick. But on this deal, basically they did like 70 grand of work to the HOA. Like it's a condo unit. There's 4 condos in that one like building, and they did around 70 grand of work to the whole building, and they tacked it on to this one lady.
Yeah, and that was like the head of the HOA lives next to her. They're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna bill you because you're dying. So,
and like you're getting foreclosed on, and like, you moved out, and we'll just take your money.
Nuts, absolutely
great
nuts.
people. Wow.
Yeah.
That's how HOAs work. So we're gonna help pursue the HOA.
It's literally just like a group of Karens. That's what HOA is.
Yeah, that's there's no structure.
I'll tell you this, just to leave it off on this
Karen
as well.
Club.
So when I was like, we were finishing the clean out, and there's a little storage unit right next to the door, and I live close to it, so I was down there, and Tommy's like, hey, before our appraisal, we need to get this like thing cleaned out, and I'm like, great. Let me head over. I start throwing all the shit out, and the shit that I was on FaceTime with her, the shit that she wanted, I kept. And I filled the dumpster. So the next day, they did their appraisal, all went well. Apparently there was like something fucked up with one of the pipes.
Yeah.
There's like in the foundation, there's a little hole. In case it like got flooded, it would just come out of the hole.
Yeah.
And so what happened, where I guess the pipe leaked. I turned the water on, pipe leaked, and it's coming out of the foundation, like the little hole, which is fine. So I pull there, and I walk up. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, the HOA guy's like, not good. Look at the dumpster. I'm like, so we got a house that there's a issue with the pipe, and your biggest thing is the fucking dumpster. That is like almost like the lid was like a little bit higher than like it should have been. It's like, you overfilled that dumpster.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
People, man. That's all it is. People.
Yeah, if you want
Nail Karen.
if you want brain damage, go talk to your local HOA.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
That's facts.
I ordered, I have this planned unit development in Manchester that I've been trying to get she's been trying to get the condo docs for a while. She couldn't. And I ordered the condo docs. I paid for like 1-day delivery too, which was like $75 more.
Yeah.
But I want to get this thing listed ASAP because we're at good fucking this Hartford County, like house is in great shape.
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to make possibly, I think we could push like 100 grand.
Yeah.
Like such a good fucking deal. And this HOA can't get the resale doc. I ordered it on Thursday for a 1-day delivery. Still haven't got it.
Yeah.
I'm like, so did I just waste the money ordering it?
Yeah, you definitely did. Wasted the extra $25 or something. How much it cost? What
75.
75?
Yeah. It's usually like 15-day delivery. I'm like, I can't fucking wait that.
Yeah.
And they did like week or 1 day. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll just do the 1 day for like $75 extra.
I'm always cheap. I pay and then I call them like, hey, or like sometimes they have like
Dude, they don't
portal or
pick up
something.
their phone, bro.
Oh, that's a pain.
And this is just the bylaws. This isn't even the resale certificate.
Yeah. What I did in Danbury one time is like they have like an online portal. You pay for the docs and stuff, and I just paid for it normally. And I was like, I call them up. I was like, hey, like I meant to do this, but like I kind of need him ASAP. Could you get it for me? The lady got it for me like 2 days. It's like, you're a sweetheart. So yeah, so just gotta talk to him.
Some are hit or miss.
Yeah.
Some are
Some people. Yeah. It depends. It depends the HOA person's day. I try and Hermosi it, like really try and make him feel like special, and then like I give him the weeds.
What you do at Chipotle?
That's good. Oh, absolutely.
Dude, I've been using that. I got like
it works.
Again, you're nickel and diamond here, but you're getting $5 off your Chipotle.
You bribe them with Chipotle? That's the move?
No. What you do? No, at Chipotle,
hack, bro.
You gotta like flirt with if it's a chick, you flirt with the.
No. It's not even like that. If you want to get your money's worth, and you want to get, because again, you look pretty big. You look.
You gotta help Nick and the squad with a fucking CT Ria podcast.
Oh, for sure. We've done so much trial and error at this point. Like
this is ridiculous.
We'll get you up and running immediately.
Do you like Chipotle?
Who doesn't?
Because again, like life hack: 100 grams of protein, can't beat it.
Okay.
If you ask,
is it really 100 grams?
Pretty close.
For a burrito?
For a bowl, you get a bowl. This is the best way to put on weight on a budget.
Okay.
Get a bowl with a side tortilla.
Side tortilla? I didn't know you could do that. Okay.
And you ask them for half and half. And I always get half steak and half chicken.
So if you ask for 2 different meats, you'll get more meat.
They give you like a half scoop.
Yeah.
Or like a half scoop to like almost a full scoop of each. But in the process, before you get to the meat, you have to compliment them. You have to compliment them or make them smile or laugh at least once. And then you get to the meat.
You get another scoop.
And then they give you a full scoop. And then you say, you know what? Actually, I'm really feeling it today. I'll do double meat. And they give you another full scoop because they already like you. And then you can get the rest of your toppings. But then, and if you're really nice with it, you know, let's say by the end, you know, you share a laugh. You get to the cashier. They tell the cashier just one meat, one serving of one meat. You get a double. You get and because they're generous, they give you two full stacks of 2 meats for $13.
How often does that work?
Dude, 90% success rate.
It's like Sex Panther, like 60% of the time works every time.
Dude, 90%.
No, bro.
Maybe I'm not as slick as Marcos. Maybe I'm not as slick as Marcos, but I've tried it a couple times. I'm not 90% success. I don't do the double. I'm gonna go after this. I'm gonna try the double. I'm gonna record it too.
And it's
I'm gonna record it.
simple.
Yeah.
You just gotta find something to make them laugh at least once. You break them in, and they'll give you the double meat.
The laughing thing, yeah, it's funny you say that because it said we talk about like the sales because obviously it's pretty much the sales, right? You're selling the niceness of like, hey, I'm gonna be nice to you. Like
people do business with who they like, trust, and know.
Dude, laughter, being funny is probably one of the best skills you can learn.
Yeah,
because it's a good icebreaker, right? And like when you're having a conversation with somebody, kind of like whether selling a house, whatever, you're interviewing. If you get people to laugh, they trust and like you more, right?
You just come off as real.
It's really true.
I try to always get a chuckle.
Right? You got it. What I do, and sounds crazy. If my kid's crying, it's a great time to make calls because, like, especially if I'm calling like a woman or something, I know a little bit older.
They can relate. And
I'm like, oh, I know you heard my kid back. I'm so sorry. And they me like, oh my God, I understand. Yeah. Even if it's cold, they like, no. I did it with the lady in West Hartford. No, not West Hartford, in Norwalk. I went to go see. She has kids before I found out. Like, I'm so sorry. You probably heard my son crying. She's like, oh no, I understand. My son's outside playing right now. I get it. Perfect. I went to go see your house the next day.
How many deals do you have in escrow right now?
Escrow?
Like under contract.
Currently like 6, 7. And then done our flips.
Sure.
Nothing crazy.
Do you like flips better?
No.
No.
Marcos does, but I don't.
I like them.
I wonder why.
I like them a lot.
Marcos is a GC.
Can I put these on?
So like he manages all our flips.
It'll pause it if you put them on.
I don't have fun flipping because like all of our projects right now suck besides Burlington.
He's a Mexican.
That's the way to put it.
That's
they look. I mean,
Marcos.
They're like it's the sexy product, but it's like I swear, like your wholesale stuff. Like buy it, clean it out.
That's it.
Yeah.
You make so much more money.
You just have less. Well, you just have less that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, I like right now we're doing innovation in New Britain, and it's like we're putting money into it. Innovation, not just like a quick like get on a guy to list it. So we're putting money into it, but the fucking seller is just like a pain in the ass.
Get the deed, dude. That's what get the deed or do it on a land contract. I think we got to start doing it like that because it just
Yeah.
Speed
Text
to
you.
lead, speed to deed.
Yeah.
Try to get to the deed as fast as you can.
Smart.
You're in more control.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I can definitely see like the land contract side is going to be a bigger play because they're going to start obviously like the chain, like the whole wholesaling industry is definitely like once you have one state that kind of puts the kibosh on it, they all follow. Right?
That's supposed to be one of our questions, but
that was my last question.
Yeah.
'Cause, well, I mean, I'd like to get your feedback, and we can close out on this. On some of the bills that they're trying to pass with like getting licensing, regulations, and stuff like that. Where are we in that process? Just to
it's coming. It's like it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if wholesaling is quote unquote banned across the nation in the next couple of years.
We say like banned. What does that mean?
Well, also more regulated. Like they're gonna make you become an agent, and it's such a clown show. Like they're like, oh, like you're considered a professional if you're an agent, and most agents don't even transact.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, if I go get my general contractor license in Connecticut, which you can do like that, and I'm telling you, I can't screw in a light bulb. Am I a professional because I have a GC license?
on paper, yes, you are.
Which is crazy.
Yes, you are a professional.
It's literally just a 20 question thing.
Yeah,
and you just show them your insurance, and
really
you're good. Yeah,
it's that easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
It's like $375.
It's 20 questions. Like what?
Just like common OSHA stuff. Sorry.
No, I'm saying like
I don't know that.
The simple fact of like a deed, a mortgage, and a lien. I don't think 80% of the agents even understand there's those three things that are in a real estate transaction.
Yeah.
Right. And these are the professionals.
Yeah.
And now it's not a hateful thing on the agent side. Again, the ones that are good are great. And
what were the three?
But most of them are part-time at Applebee's, part-time at Chili's,
yeah,
like slinging a house or two.
The hotter ones, part-time strippers.
Yeah.
And it's like they're the professional. It's like they're, how does that make any sense? Like just because they got a license?
Yeah. So I heard. So what scared us at first was I heard they were going past. They were gonna make you become a broker, and I was like, that fucking blows because like you gotta go through a test and everything. But what we're gonna try and do, because like I have my license and shit. I've had it since I was 21, and I have like I'm just gonna take the broker class. That way, like if we'll still be able to do it. But if anyone needs like wholesaling services, like come to us. You know what I mean? Like
they're saying you gotta have a broker's license to wholesale.
That's what I heard. That's what someone told me. Yeah,
bills.
the broker's license.
There's good and bad with it, and I get it too. Like these types of things happen.
Double close everything now.
These things happen when you got shitty people. It's not just the wholesale side; it's just shitty people in general. When like, oh, we're gonna close in 30 days, and then they get to the closing table and they don't show up. Right?
Yeah.
Like, oops.
Yeah.
By the way, we gotta cancel. Right.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you put shitty people in spots. Like attorney generals are gonna watch that. You know, like a hawk.
There's
good and bad with it. They make people start closing on deals. Like it's also makes it simpler.
It does. Yeah. Doing double close. The spread's there. Spreads there. Double close it. I mean,
we're double closing a lot now.
Yeah. Is this
between so Nick and I use the same dispo guy who's also one of Nick's partners on CT RIA.
Yeah.
I was talking with him the other day. He's like, yeah, we're gonna close this one. This is Nick's. This is mine. This is Nick's. This is Nick's. This is mine. This is mine. Like we got a boom, 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 boom. Like we got so many double closes going on.
The thing is, right now, it's even double closings a pain because money's expensive, and that's why it's like it sucks if they do ban wholesaling. You have to double close because now you have to do that, and money's expensive. Yeah. Even the bridge, it's pricey.
You're losing 10 grand.
You're losing money quick.
Guess who bears the the weight of that? It's going to be the customer.
Oh, exactly.
The seller.
It sucks.
Again, like whatever there's fees, fees always like that gets just passed along to the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Which is crazy. It's like rent control. Like, oh, we're going to do rent control to help, make affordable rent. And all it does is jack up rents.
Yeah. That's
it's
it.
like does the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to do this, anti-wholesaling thing so that way we can save the customer. And it's like all you're doing is making less money in their pocket.
Yeah.
Right? If hypothetically, like just say your average spread's 20 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now if you have to factor in you got to close on everything, let's just say closing costs are 10 grand. Mm-hmm. You just got to buy the house 10 grand cheaper to keep your average up.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm going to read to you just this
my bad,
part of this, and it's a report on the bill that was introduced. I just want to get your reaction to. Under the proposed legislations, individuals must obtain a real estate wholesaler license from the Department of Consumer Protection to engage in wholesaling activities. I'm going to fast forward. Key provisions of the bill mandate that all real estate wholesale contracts include essential details such as the wholesaler's name, license number, if applicable. Additionally, the bill introduces a consumer-friendly clause that grants sellers a 10-day period to review the contract with legal counsel, during which they can cancel the agreement without penalty.
That fucking blows.
How do you guys? What's your reactions to that?
Yeah, I know Pennsylvania had one even too. Like you can cancel at any time, which
sucks.
makes no sense.
Yeah,
it's like, like if I spend money on like, not that you have to, but if you spend money on inspections, you spend money on bids, you spend money, you got time too. You don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's like, oh, you can cancel at any time. Like I can't cancel any time, but you can. It makes no sense.
And what's the point of a contract?
It sucks.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly.
It's just
like,
an agreement. You get to the closing table ready to fund, and they're like, I changed my mind. You know what I mean? It's like you're fucked.
You get an
I
agreement.
put like a lot of money into it or like time into it.
Yeah,
Changed my
it
mind.
goes against. Yeah, exactly. What's the point of the agreement?
I
Exactly.
paid for I paid for moving and storage. And I got you a place. And you're like,
Yeah.
I actually like this area.
I don't move anymore. Yeah, it blows.
Listen to this. There's a second section. It says the implications of this legislation could be significant for Connecticut's real estate market. By establishing a regulatory framework, the state aims to foster a more trustworthy environment for buyers and sellers alike. Experts suggest that if passed, the bill could lead to increased professionalism in the industry, ultimately benefiting consumers through enhanced protections and clearer transactions.
Yeah, source me who those experts are. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Where are you getting that from?
It's gonna be so painful. It's so painful.
Oh, you're an expert because again, you got a real estate license. You work at you work at Chili's. Good for you.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I mean, again, like there's pros and cons with the regulation. Here's what happens when they regulate something, they always overregulate it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's no normal balance. It's like the pendulum's going to be like here, and then you try to find middle ground.
Yeah, it's tough.
Again, like if you make people close on deals, it's just going to say you have to buy it at a cheaper number, which puts less money in the seller's pocket.
Yeah.
Right? Are there bad wholesalers? Yes. There are shitty doctors, there are shitty attorneys, there are shitty CPAs, there's just shitty people in general. It's not like the fact that they just try to label an industry.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are all, con artist type things.
Yeah.
Jerry Norton said something pretty funny. He's like, you flip a house, you make $150,000, they make a show about you.
Yeah.
You wholesale a house, you make $150,000, you're the greedy investor.
Yeah.
It's just two transactions.
Yeah.
That's all it is a transaction.
Oh, it is. If you can get a price for low enough to make sense for you and the seller.
Yeah.
You're
not putting a gun in anybody's head. You're laying out the options like, hey, like, here's what I got.
This is what I want to buy the house for. Okay.
Yeah. Like you don't nobody's forcing you to sell it to us. So you can sell it to whoever you want. It's a free, it's a free economy. It's a free country. You do whatever you want with your property.
You're choosing to sell it to me at fucking $100,000.
Yeah, right. It's gonna suck, especially if you have to that 10-day backup period. You're fucked for 10 days because what if you do your shit and you find a buyer and their attorney's like, I don't want to do that, and then there's your beat.
Start getting on. I mean, again, like this is where you're just
Getting
always trying to pivot. Get on a land contract. Get on title. Get on and try to again speed the lead, speed the deed.
Yeah.
Get your ass on the deed or get on title as fast as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're in control more.
Yeah.
Right. That's you learn again. Like we've all had deals that back out and you're under contract. And again, too, like you have like the whole memorandum garbage too. Like there's a time and place for it, right? And when you start having companies that just litter memorandum,
that's their whole business model at a point. Yeah.
You're putting a black eye on the entire industry because of a few bad eggs, which is it's nuts. That's what's going to happen. So you see this all the time. You see like somebody says got a memorandum because they went under contract at a number that they had no business ever putting under contract or were never in the intentions to close on. You file a memorandum and then it's a game of chicken. It's like, well, they got like the seller's going to have to either pay for an attorney to get the memorandum up or they're going to pay the person with the memorandum to release it.
Yeah.
Right. You're either paying $10,000 to the attorney or you're paying $10,000 to the person with the memorandum.
Yeah.
Either way, that $10,000's coming out somewhere. Right. So, and that sucks. But that's why they're doing it. Yeah. I can see why they're doing it. You see it all the time. So you see, again, like you can lock up a deal and yes, you can renegotiate it. But like some of these things you're seeing, like, you're trying to renegotiate somebody $100,000 on a pretty good house, like, oh, what's the excuse you're gonna say? Oh, your house is on a sinkhole. Like,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, like your foundation's made out of like gummy bears. Like,
I recently discovered this. Like, I need to come up 150K.
I didn't know this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough. Dude, thanks a lot. Thanks,
Of course, bro.
thanks
I think both of you coming out. I know it's a Sunday, so
yeah, it's Sunday.
yeah.
Great stories.
Cool.
Dude, where can people find you? What do you have coming up? Anything?
Yeah. I just changed my Instagram name to No Bank Real Estate. Getting more professional over here.
smart. Okay,
See?
there you go.
Like
I
it?
like it.
Well,
No
Dank
big.
Devine.
Yeah, Dank Devine, shout out. I was thinking No Bank Dank, you know.
No bank
Dude,
day.
I
I don't know how a seller would feel if they saw that.
Well, someone like
No
that.
Bank Real Estate.
Yeah. Instagram is probably the best way to reach out to me. I check my DMs there.
All the ladies
Yeah.
wishing you happy birthday.
All the black
Wish.
ladies.
All the Rosa Parks.
But no, I mean like CT RIA. I mean again, like that's our spot to help people out in the real estate industry, right? So that's and it fits all sizes. Whether you're again, like the slogan, so like my company, the Property Warehouse, our slogan is we have real solutions for real estate. That's true. Like our goal is to find a problem, solve the problem,
Yeah.
and we just do it through real estate. Right. And then on the CT RIA side, I said, I want to help you with your first deal. I want to help you with your next deal. Doesn't matter what, whatever it is, however I can help. Right.
Yeah.
So I said, like, we have all the resources there. We have your lenders, you have your GCs, you have your agents, you have, contractors.
Anything you
right?
need, it's there.
It's there. Yeah. You can, it's a small world. Like I said, like, just again, like you go from, again, I use somebody at work, they meet Luke. I go to CT RIA.
Yeah.
I meet Ron. I meet, people I've done a lot of business with in that whole room, type of thing where again, like showing people obviously to get into these types of rooms and to challenge yourself, get into bigger rooms, right? If you're the top dog in that room, you're in the wrong room,
Yeah.
right? You want to be the uncomfortable little fish in this room, and that's how
Sure.
you grow, right?
Yeah.
You get into the bigger rooms, and I really want to bring that country club vibe and environment and value to people, especially that are rocking and rolling and doing deals. Because I said, it's just the more problems you can solve, the more profitable you'll be, right? If you can only do one avenue of problem solving, you'll be, banned to that. But then if you can do 2, 3, 4, right, you just have more tools in your tool belt, solve more problems, you're able to transact more, bigger profits, bigger spreads, bigger smiles.
Cool.
That's facts.
Shout out.
Figure
Shout out
smiles.
your
That's
HOA.
good.
Awesome,
Yeah, I like
boys.
that.
Good stuff.
Cool.
I like that a lot.
people
Figure
find you?
smiles. Figure money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mail, Instagram mainly. It's Joey Smith 99. So hit me up,
Put those
DMs,
in
whatever.
the description.
Yeah.